Okay then, what's up and about, people?
Before what's up and about, Chef Ave, please, what fish is this?
That's croaker fish.
Kuka.
Croaker fish. Wait, sit down, Mike. Sit down.
It's
calm
only
down.
2 fish here. I've told everybody. If anyone
wow.
should miss, I've said it now. If we should put, you have seen it. Only 2.
Ooh, there's 3 fish on that table.
You see,
Mike.
Titi cannot
There's
count.
3.
Then they told her to let Mass when she was starting.
3.
It's only 2 fish there. If one should miss.
3.
All right. That's all, Chef Ave.
Yeah.
Well done. Go ahead.
you.
Nice work so
Go
far.
ahead.
Honestly, she handled that fish with such precision.
2
Precision.
2 precision fish.
Right. Ems, how's it going?
Great, going
Yeah.
well. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's been an eventful week, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Thanks for that plug there. I'm thinking about our youngsters. Really, I'm thinking about.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I am because
She has 2 young girls,
Yes,
so
so
she
and
needs
they-
to think about them.
they're almost teenagers. Like seriously, they're almost teenagers. I don't know.
Okay.
As in, like sometimes it just makes me think. You know, the world they are growing up in is such a different world from what we grew up in.
Very.
You know, as at the time we were teenagers, would your mom and dad even let you touch the phone? Because there's probably only one central phone in the household.
How many households has
You
had
know?
phone?
Exactly. How
Like
many?
a teenager.
Yeah,
It was just there on top of the television. You can't.
you can't touch it unless there's something.
I'm trying to think if I can remember the number. I can't remember. It was just one phone. And the analog.
Yes, sir.
They return back. And then under the phone or beside the phone, you had the directory, where Yellow Pages.
Yes.
Yellow Pages was so big.
Yeah.
So, as it, even pre-teen, you'd open the Yellow Pages to search for someone's number.
Yeah.
In, you want to call someone in
Alphabetically.
Sokoto. Alphabetically.
Yeah.
You search some person's number. Big Yellow Pages directory. Yeah, that was it. Yellow Pages. The pages were actually yellow.
It was props if you could
you know,
get your number into the Yellow Pages.
Yellow Pages.
That
So
meant you were serious about your business, or you were from a remarkable family, or something like that.
yeah,
You know?
because but that time, if you were Africa, it was NITEL. If you registered under NITEL, you know, they would have that directory, so they would release it, you know, if you were registered, if you have a phone number, first of all, you just be there because everything was handled by NITEL.
Yeah,
you know,
national.
so yeah, it was good times.
I
Things have.
never experienced
Yeah.
the whole
Great times.
analog
You did?
phone use. I
Great
did.
times.
actually.
Oh, I did. I did, but
it
it wasn't.
black and white.
It wasn't in my house.
It was,
actually
it was
in
when
my.
it evolved into the other one with the numbers.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was like the intercom
Yeah,
style.
that was the intercom style.
So that used to be my dad's office, and then this one used to be at home.
No, that was the one we had at
Okay.
home.
That's
So
what-
it would always, you know.
So you know that analog style became such a big deal, and it felt like technology had taken us places. But now technology has hopped, skipped, and jumped up to Android devices, iOS devices that can give you access to the internet. And you know, our friends at Meta, they have introduced teen accounts. And I was thinking about it.
Is it new? Shouldn't it have been there for a while?
So apparently, you're supposed to be over 18 before you can have an Instagram account. And obviously, any account of a child was probably run by their parents. But now they're giving teenagers access, talking about age 12 to 17, but with a lot of restrictions. Now, when I say restrictions, I mean the people you follow, the people that follow you, your parents have to basically give you permission.
But
right?
before now, teenagers have been opening accounts,
but
normal accounts.
probably not with their actual ages. Maybe they've been given football age, as they say.
There was a time. It was a 13-year limit for Facebook.
Okay.
I know specifically Facebook. It was 13 years. Above 13 could open. So,
But things have
but
changed.
things have changed. Yeah.
So the issue of restrictions for me was very, very important. Knowing what your kids are doing, knowing who is contacting them, who is messaging them.
Cyberbullying is also a very, you know, important. Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
conversation, and it's a big. I think I'm really hoping that they're also looking into that, because we have seen that has, you know, over the years it has skyrocketed. The rate of cyberbullying has skyrocketed, and a lot of teenagers, especially in the TikTok page, have become victims of cyberbullying. And we see some of these children, you know, go into depression, anxiety,
and suicide,
then suicide, sadly, and then it affects their, you know, everything about them, especially, you know, their social skills.
So it might interest you to know that NCC are partnering with Meta on this, actually. Yeah. They came to talk about, they even developed an actual book, a handbook about cyberbullying that is child-friendly to be given out or downloaded to give to kids in Nigeria. It's an e-book, yes. And one other thing is something they call sleep mode. So in other words, wherever you are, you from your device as a parent can actually activate sleep mode on that Instagram handle that is for your kids. Now, I feel like it also gives kids the chance to showcase what they're doing. We have some young chefs, for instance, teenage chefs. We have teenage entrepreneurs who are doing great things, who want to showcase themselves, and maybe about time they have the chance.
I love the idea of parents and, you know, words, encouraging their kids and, you know, helping to harness some of their skills and talents and putting it out on social media. Yeah. But I also would like to add that there has to be a lot of regulation and there has to be a lot of control. I mean, if you know that as a parent, you are not ready.
Yeah, true.
You are not intentionally ready to control and regulate this child's or teenager's social media, access to social media, and even their social media accounts, then don't even bother at all. Because, I mean, even for me, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, oh, your kids are very fashionable. Open a page for them. Create a page for them. Even Elsie, I already told you the other time, they create their own content. Yes, they create their own content. You see them standing in front of, they'll set their tablets, and then they're like, oh yes, so this morning I am having this for breakfast. I don't exactly like potatoes, but mommy says we have to eat potatoes because there's a timetable. But
that's content.
That's what I'm saying. That's content. And to be honest, you know, Elsie is already asking me, Mommy, at what age do we begin to put this on social media? I want to be on YouTube because she sees a lot of YouTube stars and she's inspired by them. You know, she wants it to be on YouTube, but then I'm saying, Nancy, I will have to hire somebody to do that and manage it because I'm not ready for it. Yeah, you know, and I also want to protect them because that's my job as a parent.
Yeah, so the conversation about protection and the negatives has almost always been at the forefront. But have we seen any positives from the whole idea of young people getting on social media? Because I feel like what's happening with kids abroad has some positive connotations as well. I'm just saying there are a lot of youngsters who are teaching kids, you know, some of their skills. You're able to see kids showcase how brilliant they are, do business, and they're making money. Yeah, a lot of money.
I'm not even looking at it in terms of positive and negative.
Okay.
I'm looking at it in terms of being pragmatic, like it's life. It's just almost like saying, oh, what's the positive of your child living? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're talking about cyberbullying.
It's a necessary.
They bully without the concept of cyber, without being. They bully themselves
in school.
In school. Yeah. You talk to them when they come back. You remember your child might have come back crying. What happened? Yeah. Oh, there was one big boy that spoke somehow. It might not even be physical. It might just be the way they relate. Mean girls, mean boys syndrome. There's this clique of 3-4 boys that are the big boys, and when you're not part of them, they talk down on you. Yeah. It's basically the same thing. So I don't look at it in terms of positive, and it's life. It is what it is. You know, in fact, there'll be more positive than negatives. Okay. You know, if you look at it in that term, if you want to look at it as black and white. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like it's just blank. It's life. Like you mentioned, you have kids who are multi-millionaires. Yeah. The fact there's this kid that reviews toys.
Yeah, he just talks about toys. You know, that's all he does.
Else he could be talking about, and it's up to her mom who's saying, I don't want this for mom, and that's okay because her mom doesn't want it. Some moms, they want it. Talk, you want it. You understand? So, you understand, it's for the mom to guide the kid and direct the kid.
Yeah, so quickly, I need to add this. I was watching a documentary some time ago about, you know, YouTube stars. Yeah. And how many of these kids are being exploited. Yeah. And how a lot of perverts reach out to these kids in the comment section. And even, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
when I talk about control,
Yeah.
not just the government has
It
a role.
needs a man, yeah.
There has to be some really, really,
Oh, the
really
basic
strict
one is from the
regulation.
parents.
Yes,
Number one.
but the
Basic,
number,
yeah.
yeah,
Number
it's from
one,
the
no matter how
parents.
much the government
It's
tries
from
to
the
do,
parents.
mommy, daddy, auntie,
the
uncle,
first.
guardian, you are the first, yeah?
All
Talking
right.
about that, okay, two fish.
Wow.
I'm not taking advantage of your man exploiting, but we're done with the potato, right?
Mike,
Yeah.
Sweet
So
potato.
Mike is officially in the
don't do
kitchen
Ogba
today.
I did
community,
kitchen, yeah.
Don't do Ogba
I did
community,
kitchen, yeah.
yeah.
Don't even try it. I don't pursue there.
All right, then, let's take a quick break. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Let's take a break, y'all. We'll be back.